Yo, welcome to my review for Pokemon Journeys, episode 75, Cresselia, A Midsummer's Nightlight. So this is part 2 of the summer special, and it picks up where we left off as Dawn and Kaharu see a hurt Cresselia. Taking a risk, Kaharu approaches Cresselia and gains its trust. We actually get a little reference to the episode where Dawn met Cresselia before on Full Moon Island. Sadly, no Swine Other Pilot Swine in a flashback, but oh well. Luckily for Cresselia, Dawn has had first aid training from Brock. She doesn't name him to Kaharu, but we get a flashback of him teaching her how to treat her Togekiss, which is awesome. This also leads into her making a joking remark about the third person she travelled with, who's clearly Ash, thinking about nothing but Pokemon, and being a Pokemon freak, which Kaharu says she has someone like that too, also Ash. The girls take a chance to bond some more, with Dawn telling Kaharu she chose to follow her mother's path since Kaharu mentioned Johanna's interview, and Kaharu talks about her parents' jobs and how she's not sure what to do yet, and Eevee taught her that that's okay. It's a really nice tender moment that leads into another great continuity moment with Dawn bringing up Piplup doesn't want to evolve, but she understands his choice and it was his to make. But this also shows that, maybe Kaharu doesn't necessarily have to have a dramatic change to, keep on growing. The contest comes up again, and this is where we get to see Dawn dress up and show off an appeal, revealing that Piplup has relearned Whirlpool since it forgot it in Best Wishes, and that's great. But it gets Eevee inspired to try, so they give it a shot, and well, it doesn't really go as well. But it's really cool to see Kaharu give it a chance. But make sure once again that Cresselia is okay, and the girls fall into a weird dream state which shows Darkrai and Cresselia in some town and in action. But then they wake up. Ash and Goh encounter Darkrai, who flies off and approaches Cresselia and the girls. This leads into a very weak section in my opinion, as the Team Rocket trio fly overhead and see Darkrai, but decide to go for it even though their target is Cresselia. They call him the Gotcha. Dawn and Kaharu see them and both call out and realise they both know Team Rocket. But Team Rocket doesn't say anything about the fact that Dawn's there. They just get into the fight without really doing the motto or anything. It's strange, and I don't really like that we got barely anything between the trio and Dawn, considering this is the first returning companion they've met in Journeys. And they haven't seen Dawn since Diamond and Pearl either. But yeah, Team Rocket attack Darkrai and the girls use the chance to escape with Cresselia. As they run out of the woods, two people approach. It's Ash and Goh. So this is it. The reunion between my favourite duo in the series. They sit down and have a nice little chat talking about crazy coincidences that led them there. And sadly, she doesn't really give a huge update on what she's been up to Ash since they parted ways in Best Wishes, but I still love seeing them together. And the four kids just really work so well as a group. It's really cool to see Kaharu's the one thinking about how Darkrai didn't want to attack Cresselia, and was maybe thinking that Dawn and Kaharu had hurt it. It shows that she's really thinking about what she's experienced. But as they do this, the Matori Matrix descend, and it leads into a pretty fantastic battle between the four kids and four of the Matrix. It has such a fantastic pace, and most of the actions lead into another, or there's a very similar sense of motion between unrelated moments. It's such a fun little action piece, and honestly one of Journey's best animated battles. Darkrai arrives to defend Cresselia, but ends up taking a hit from a Matori Matrix ship. Cresselia uses the chance to use Lunar Dance to heal everyone. She lets Darkrai destroy the ship, and put all of the Matori Matrix to sleep, while Pikachu frees the gang from a net that they were trapped in. The Team Rocket trio arrive too, and they get put to sleep, and that lets there be a little moment between Ash and Dawn commenting on that fact that they're even there. Again, kind of upset they didn't really comment on Dawn at all. It's kind of whack, but whatever, at this point I'm glad the Team Rocket trio are involved in a return. The two legendaries take off to their islands, and the kids come to the idea that the two look out for each other. Goh tells Kaharu that she can truly understand why Pokemon feel. It's a really sweet scene and a great way to end this little story. But there is one last scene, a gorgeous beach scene where everyone's just playing or relaxing. We decide not to go to the contest because it's vacation. It's just super sweet how this ends with a nice picture of the four together. And that ends this little special. Now I've got to say, I really enjoyed this return a lot, so I'll just get a little complaint out of the way first, but I wish there was more Ash and Dawn. I really love their bond and friendship, as I mentioned they're my favourite duo, so we didn't really get as much of it as I would have wanted, but what we did get was really sweet, so I can't complain too much. Plus we're getting another arc this winter that does deal with Sinnoh Legendaries, so maybe we'll just see her again then, because will probably correlate with the release of Diamond and Pearl remakes. I also don't necessarily think it's bad that Ash and Dawn spent as much time together. It really helped Dawn feel like she took the lead when she was with Kaharu, and honestly I could imagine her being a protagonist of a series easily. It's a really good comparison with Ash and Goh, honestly, where Ash definitely feels like the leader of the two. But this whole special has been about Dawn showing Kaharu the wonders of travelling and various things she's learned on that journey. It's fantastic, and will hopefully lead into Kaharu's growth. Darkrai and Cresselia felt like a plot device more than anything, but I think this was definitely better than the Darkrai and Cresselia episode from Diamond and Pearl. Darkrai being on the path of protecting Cresselia is a really lovely twist and really recontextualizes their relationship, since Cresselia keeps Darkrai company since it looks lonely because it gives people nightmares. It's great. It looks beautiful, it debuts some great new music from Yuki Hayashi, it has outstanding animation and choreography. On the production front, this episode is absolutely excellent. Just all in all, I really love this episode. Of course you have to consider it as half of a story, but it's super worth watching both of these. Yeah, there's a lot of bias from me. I think Dawn's absolutely incredible, but this does nothing to change my opinion. She's still awesome, and the door feels very wide open to see her again. Both episodes pair up very nicely and make one awesome long viewing experience, which will be my way to watch on rewatches, and trust me, for these episodes I'll do plenty of those. Kaharu really benefited a lot from meeting a girl her age too. She gets a perspective she hasn't really got outside of her class. That must be super refreshing. But she's come to understand Pokemon more than she had. She's got a taste for the wonders of journeying, and hell, she's even got to battle with Eevee, more than Go has with Grookey. I hope she'll really grow out of this special. So I don't need to tell you to watch it. You know I love it. Congrats to the Journeys team, I had so much fun with this.